we are probably ready to launch in 6 to 8 weeks. The longest lead item on that is probably requalification of the flight termination system, because we did initiate the flight termination system, but it was not enough it took way too long to rupture the tanks. So we need basically we need more detonation cord to unzip the tanks at altitude and ensure that they basically the rocket explodes immediately if there's if flight termination is necessary. So requalification of I'm just guessing here that requalification of the much longer detonation cord to unzip the rocket in a bad situation is probably the long lead item.
What was the time lag?
It was pretty long. I think it was on the order of 40 seconds-ish. So quite long. So now the rocket was in a relatively low air density situation. So the aerodynamic forces that it was experiencing would be less than if it was at a lower down in the atmosphere. And so the aerodynamic forces would have, I think, at the lower point in the atmosphere, aided in the destruction of the vehicle. And in fact, that's kind of what happened when the vehicle got to a low enough altitude. The atmospheric density was enough to cause structural failure. This is obviously something that we want to make super sure is solid before proceeding with the next flight. Let's see. I'll go through a bunch of notables. So we